Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. NHK reports that hygienic conditions in the Palestinian territory of Gaza have significantly worsened in the 7 months since a ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas took effect last October. This deterioration has resulted in a sharp increase in skin infections among residents. The UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, warns that many people are forced to live in unsanitary tents, which is the primary cause of these infections. UNRWA's Director of Health, Seda Akihiro, noted in an interview with NHK that reported skin disease cases began surging from November and exceeded 10,000 by April. Akihiro emphasized the critical need to rebuild Gaza's water and sewer systems for proper hygiene and urged the international community to commit to reconstruction efforts. Despite the ceasefire, sporadic attacks by Israeli forces have continued, with local health authorities reporting 850 deaths since the agreement. The Epoch Times Military Intelligence Bureau reports a significant escalation in the Strait of Hormuz as an Iranian missile attack targeted a U.S. destroyer, prompting a retaliatory U.S. airstrike on Iran's Bandar Abbas port. This dramatic exchange has heightened tensions across the Gulf region. Simultaneously, the positions of Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates are reportedly undergoing a sudden shift, potentially rendering existing ceasefire agreements meaningless. The broader context includes ongoing Iranian nuclear negotiations, a U.S. military blockade, and a developing oil crisis, all contributing to a complex and volatile geopolitical landscape. According to the Epoch Times, the U.S. Central Command announced on Friday, May 8th, that an F-18 Super Hornet fighter jet from the USS George H.W.Bush aircraft carrier launched a precision strike in the Gulf of Oman against 2 empty Iranian-flagged oil tankers, rendering them disabled. CENTCOM stated that these tankers violated the U.S. blockade on Iranian ports. This incident follows a similar attack on May 6th, when U.S. forces also disabled the empty Iranian oil tanker MT Hasna for attempting to breach the blockade. U.S. officials indicated that multiple empty crude oil carriers were targeted while trying to return to Iran, likely to be used for temporary oil storage due to export pressures from the blockade. CENTCOM Commander Brad Cooper affirmed the U.S. military's continued full enforcement of the blockade on vessels entering and exiting Iran. As of now, the U.S. military has prevented over 70 tankers, capable of transporting more than 166 million barrels of Iranian oil valued at over $13 billion, from accessing Iranian ports. Iran's foreign ministry condemned the U.S. strikes in the Strait of Hormuz. According to the Asahi Shimbun, a Dutch-flagged cruise ship sailing in the Atlantic has experienced a Hantavirus outbreak, with 6 confirmed cases. On May 9th, the Spanish government announced that several countries, primarily European nations, would arrange flights to repatriate passengers currently on board. The ship is expected to arrive in Spain's Canary Islands on May 10th. Countries confirmed to be dispatching aircraft include Germany, France, Belgium, Ireland, and the Netherlands. The European Union, the United States, and the United Kingdom are also planning to send planes. Authorities are also considering arrangements for passengers whose home countries have not yet scheduled flights. Passengers will begin disembarking once their respective countries' aircraft are ready, with Spanish nationals being the first to leave. They will only be permitted to take essential items with other luggage remaining on board for disinfection upon the ship's arrival in the Netherlands. Al Jazeera reports that Indonesian authorities have successfully located several Singaporean individuals who went missing following an eruption at Mount Dukono. The individuals were found safely positioned approximately 20 to 30 meters away from the rim of the volcano's main crater. This news comes after a search operation initiated due to the volcanic activity in Indonesia. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.